Yeah. Right back at it. The tablet died. Like, I know they fucking lying, but they not. Hey Google, play Fat Beats instrumentals.
Sure. Here's Dancehall Rhythm Instrumental 2024, Fat Beast, on YouTube Music.
I don't know if that's gonna be it though.
At King Soopers Pharmacy, our vaccine experts provide COVID, shingles, pneumonia, HPV, and more vaccines.
It's a bunch of it. One, two. 8, 9, 10. Huh. Oh. Okay. Good night. Hi. We back. The tablet died. Shit overheated or some shit. You know what I mean? Information overload. I'll give you a 4-piece combo in exchange for a tall glass of shut the fuck up. Why not? know what you're trying to get into. Yeah, son. A nigga was getting hit with the Dragon Ball Z. So, like I was saying. Word. The nigga was getting hit with the Dragon Ball Z at that point. What was the last line? What was it looping on? I didn't even see that because the screen just went black for me and I'm like, what the fuck? Oh shit, the device died out. All right. Waypoint, what's going on? I thought that was Pharaoh that said that. What's going on, man? How you doing? Salute. Happy Sunday to you. Well, we good here. I got power on this phone. And even better than the tablet, I can move with this phone. Or mobile. Yeah. So like I was saying, I was going through it. Dragon Ball Z sound. And then like Pharaoh, I told you about the rest pretty much. Know what I mean? And then you fast forward to me being here, I was finna do what I was finna do. And then God put my daughter back in my life. And that switched up everything. You know what I mean? It's Sunday, let me preach. Type shit. For real. Because I came back, then whatever, that whole shit with him, met Shorty, ended up coming out here, he caught that bid. I was just gonna crash out. Respectfully. And I ain't even get into a second's worth of how much I was gonna crash out. The plan I had to crash out with the pineapple grenades and all that. It was way more elaborate. Because I had plans after setting that off. I was gonna have a similar conversation with Uncle Sam's boys and cronies. Nah, ninjas would have not, in no time soon, ever forgot me. So, that's one of, or that could be yeah, it's guaranteedly one of many of the reasons why I am the way I am. You know what I mean? And look, the night about to hit. And peep the layout. See, earlier it was, you know, super bright. See, you still got an actual room for view. Cool. Got the spout. Yeah, that shit finally stopped.
Motrin dual action with Tylenol. Motrin targets pain. Tylenol plus. Motrin dual action with Tylenol.
Like, I'm just waiting for, like, you know what I mean? Just a little bit more. Because, you know, when the lights hit, it's crazy. The dope ball be in full effect. Let's see. Here's a little preview. Just about to go on a blunt run. Those two buttons. Of course, the wind going crazy as soon as I do it. All right. Ta-da, what's going on, bro? Salute. Come on, I gotta reclip that. See the wind acting up. Just as soon as I stand up. going on? Good Sunday afternoon or evening to everybody. Had a decent day? Good to hear, good to hear. So you set up near a beach? Someday. South Mountain State Park in North Carolina. He been live. Actually. He was live when I first started the last live. And I'm not sure if it's what I think it is. If it is, that's funny, because I said that.
We helped you build it.
Wow.
I literally spoke it into existence. Real Pharaoh shit. Who he's talking about, Siler Saunders, if that's who I think it is, which is a person within his lives. I said this shit last, I don't know, 2-3 lives ago. Yeah, Shadur Sanders got his ninja wake-up call.
Plums, so all the stunting and fronting, it's goofy shit. There was a guy from Virginia.
Or unless it just happens to be
If I'm not
whoever
mistaken,
that
it was
person is, because he has a dude in his thing that's called
They were killing more niggas in the 80s in Newport
Sanders.
than in Brooklyn, New York. Can I get an amen?
I don't know. Let me go back to the beginning. Just to check. But the dude that was in his lives, because I said, yo, he be talking all that craziness on the internet. That shit catch up with him, you're not gonna like it. Basically. I was saying that shit, I don't know, Tuesday or Monday of this week. Oh, okay. All right. So I don't know who it is he's referring to then. Yeah, because the dude within his live, his name is Skylar Saunders. Here it is right here. I just looked back at the screen. That's what I thought it was. A quarterback, Deion Sanders' son. Oh. I didn't know that. So what happened then? This ninja got the 2-hour intro and shit.
Football league. People in the Star Report. I'm your host, the illustrious and praiseworthy Star. Okay, you see the title. Shadur Sanders got his nigga wake-up call. It was beautiful, wasn't it? It was beautiful. A coon had to be brought down a few pegs neutralized, if you will, but we didn't want to break the coon's spirit because the coon is showing exceptional signs of possibly going on to be one of the greats, but you never know. You never know. Archie Griffin won 2 Heisman trophies back in 74, 75. Oh, we're going back tonight. We're going back. And then when he signed on with the Bengals, he was a bust. Was it the Bengals or the Browns? I forget. You tell me, Archie Griffin. So being the man in college doesn't mean that you're going to, become one of the greats in the National Football League. People in the NFL want to kill you when they're on opposite teams and you're making $10 million more than them. It's the real shit, But Shedeur has been drafted, as you should know, by the Browns at this point in time, the 3rd round. And he did the jiggy thing. He was doing the hucklebuck, the bus stop, and the boogaloo. Him and his family. You saw the video. And salute to whoever got into the coon's ear and they said, "Son, put the chain inside the t-shirt. It's showing too much arrogance, Because on the first night, that nigga had the big truck jewelry. Some type of $2,500 leather coat, huh? A custom enclave or a man cave, whatever that shit was, with the Legacy brand behind him. Salute to my nigga Gilly and Walla. Standing around expecting to be popping bottles and nothing happened. Was this racism? Absolutely. Absolutely. Right in your face. So what are you going to do about it? Now, I'm going to try not to put my foot on the gas too soon because I want you to put your thinking caps on. Yes, racism is alive and well, but now you have to ask yourselves.
Exactly. I would too. And if my father was who he is, that's a hell of a shadow to live in, like, a pair of shoes to fill, like. So, and just because he has a chain, like, so what? What does that mean? He ain't allowed to wear chains? Like, yeah, I don't know. But let's see. Let me continue.
Is Tom Brady racist? Good evening, Troll Babies. Tom Brady, part owner of the Raiders, yes? He could have stepped up and said, "Hey, I'm his mentor. Bring him on in." Is Tom Brady racist? Early question for you guys. You ask me? Yes. Yes, the old Webster dictionaries of racist used to be one concerned with one's own race. On some silly shit, who remembers Tom Brady after he won one of those Super Bowls? I forget which one, and they gave him some type of one of those niggermobiles. Was it a Tahoe or some type of Escalade? And Tom said, "We could all share that." He didn't want it. He didn't want the niggermobile. Pardon me, folks. This show will be off the rails. It will be very vile, vulgar. I'm letting you know right now. There's no way around that goddamn title. I probably can't even monetize this show. The nigga wake up call. Why didn't Tom Brady draft Shedeur? Who remembers one of those games when Shedeur was saying, "I talk to Tom every day. That's my mentor," huh? Let me ask you guys early.
Delivery proudly serving King Supers has
I'd love to tell you my age and the year that I was born.
Ryan
Because certain
Leaf.
things I'm just not going to sit here.
But again, I never followed the drafts.
When are you going to get your own
With any
fucking
sports.
National Football League? Black man, when? Once upon a time, there was a Negro Baseball League, and it was better than the Major League Baseball League. It was so much better, they tried to infiltrate, and they did. And you had some coons who sold it out. Jackie Robinson. He's a coon. He's a fucking coon. And it wasn't just the black baseball players that, you know, lost their careers, their livelihoods. It was the black vendors, black mechanics. There was a network of black bed and breakfast. When the players went to different cities and states, they could stay at the homes of other black people for a small fee. It was a fucking network. But anyway, I'm not going to go that far back. The coon, Shedeur Sanders. Now, let me tell you why he's a coon and why I'm not so much, you know, going to kick his back in, but I have to be objective here. His father was a coon. Can I get an amen in the live chat? Oh, Neon Deion Sanders, before he became primetime back in FSU, Florida State University. Oh, he was a bad motherfucker. His name was Neon Deion Sanders back then. And he was a very unique coon. And the New York Yankees, for those of you who know baseball, signed him first before he got to the Braves. And the Yankees, who have always had the most strict dress code. Remember? No hair on your face? They brought that coon in and they said, hey man, do what you do. Do what you do. And they allowed him to wear his chains outside of the Yankee uniform. Who remembers that? Who knows about that? Now that was a no-no. Couldn't wear jewelry and all that shit, you know, on top of the uniform. But the Yankees allowed that coon to do that. And he was a bad motherfucking coon on the Yankees. Now, he didn't play with them, I think, a year and a half. Left-handed and others would know better than me. He had other plans. So he said to the Yankees, hey, I'm going to get back with you. But the Yankees brought him into Major League Baseball, for those who don't know. Allow me to ramble before I open the floodgates because I want to, you know, build up to the coon here, Shedeur. Deion was from the slums, in case you don't know. Was it Fort Myers? Someone correct me if I'm wrong, Florida Boy J. I forget, but he was from the slums. So we overlooked the cooning. And in America, the dominant culture was not stripping, shooting and killing each other, scamming, finessing, pimping, hoeing. I mean, those things were there, but it wasn't the dominant culture like it is now. So people, they gave him the chance to manifest, and oh, that motherfucker was bad. No ifs, ands, or buts. He was a problem for Jerry Rice, for those of you who know football history. So again, Neon Deion Sanders is from the hood, and when people are from the quote-unquote disenfranchised areas or the slums, you understand that they don't come from nothing. So when they get something, they want to ball out, show out. I get it. You get it. Now, the young coon Shedeur, with all the truck jewelry, the wrist flex, that goofy shit that he does. Yes, he's Neon Deion Sanders' son, but he's not from the slum. So what is all that shit about? Not that you can't wear jewelry. I've had truck jewelry, I've had everything. But what is it about? What are you saying? Well, back in the days, he would be known as someone who's perpetrating the fraud. He's not wearing the jewelry for his dead homies. He's got He's not wearing the truck jewelry for his niggas in the penitentiary. So in reality, he's faking the funk. He's faking the funk. And on draft night, most of us, we said, come on, man, tone it down. Yes, no? Just tone it down. I'm not going to get into the particulars and the details unless you want to, him not being ready for the New Jersey Giants with the install package. That's a standard that they have always required. And folks, those are the New Jersey Giants. Please get it right. They play in New Jersey. The corporate office is in New York, but that's my home state. They've always been the New Jersey Giants. They played in New York decades ago, back in the 50s.
He's right about that.
And you can't say that they were just hating on Shador because they had a nigga. What was that nigga's name? Was it Plaxico? Something? They brought that coon on, and he shot himself up in a club. Remember that? What's that nigga's name? That coon nigga.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
People
yeah.
be writing that to him.
Global
Shit, they
Media
got a
Inc.
lot
I
of-
see. Global Media Inc. You want to cam up? We're gonna have some people camming up tonight. Florida Boy Jay, if he's around. White boy Rory called me earlier and said, "OG, what's really good?" Okay, thank you, DTS. Deion Sanders was from Fort Myers. Let's talk about the draft for a second here.
He says it, you know. He's just like, you know, the show will be going off the
I've said it
rails.
before, I'll say it again. There are certain formulas within doing business that will never, ever change. And one of the most important ones is to put a face to any type of business deal that you're trying to close. Now, I know you can get online and you can do a Zoom call and all that sort of shit, but big business, they want you to get on a plane, come sit down, possibly bring your wife. Don't bring your whore. Let's shake on it, if you will. Now, in Japanese, they don't shake, but at least they put a face to closing the deal. Can I get an amen for those who understand big business? Shador, I don't know who convinced him or who told him you should be at the draft. Should have been there, coon, in a shirt and tie with a suit.
So
You see, there are
wasn't at
hundreds
the
of
draft.
coons today, if not thousands. So cooning is not necessarily a unique thing. And it's not exclusive to athletes. You got coons running around, you know, rapping coons, IG coons, niggas trying to come out the gate cooning off the rip. So cooning is not as unique when Deion Sanders was cooning. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. When he played with the Falcons, woo, shit. Who remembers my nigga Hammer? I fuck with Hammer heavy. Remember Hammer on the sidelines with the Falcons games with the sunglasses, some type of Gucci glasses, and the fucking the trench leather. During that time, Atlanta was a different place. It wasn't a place of killing and robbing and shooting. I mean, you always had crime, but the crowd, they needed that. They needed some fly, flashy, jiggy shit. And again, Deion Sanders, well, when he got to the NFL, it became prime time. Changed up to prime time.
I
But
don't
Atlanta,
see.
which used to be a place that had a beautiful common thread of deep.
I was waiting for him to land his plane, though, to prove the point that Deion Sanders was some sort of coon, but I don't see how so. He hasn't said anything, but like they be saying too, you a liar and a dirty ninja.
See, they overlooked the coon. And again, he delivered. You know his history with regard to the NFL. Now, let me go to a bad motherfucker in the NBA, because I just laid out that Shador is not from the slums, so all the stunting and fronting, it's goofy shit. There was a guy from Virginia. If I'm not mistaken, he was from a place called Newport News, where, oh my God, they were killing more niggas in the 80s in Newport News than in Brooklyn, New York. Can I get an amen? His name was Bubba Chuck.
I didn't know that.
You guys know who Bubba Chuck was? Who made it to the NBA, but he had the fucking sense when he went to the draft. Oh, he went to the draft.
I'm like, yeah,
He had on the suit.
deal with it.
Who was Bubba Chuck? Bubba Chuck knew how to play the game, and till this day, in my mind, I know I've said some things about him not having a ring, but he's one of the baddest motherfuckers ever on that hardwood floor. Top 20 in my mind. Who's Bubba Chuck? You don't know? Oh, come on. That's a fact, Allen Iverson. The answer. So my point is, Bubba Chuck knew to go to the draft, put on the suit and tie, play the game, smile, hey. Get on a team, a squad, and then break out with the cornrows and the long shorts. Oh, that nigga brought all that fly shit to the NBA. Yeah, that was Bubba Chuck, a.k.a. Allen.
And sure, ninjas is mad because ninjas have certain accolades and they're happy about them, and they're in a position to be able to talk shit, like your Floyd Mayweathers or whatever. I don't care. Like that's not validated. Hand them an L in the sport, you know, and then it's whatever. That's what happened with Adrian Broner. You know what I mean? So whatever. But they be feeling validated on hating on ninjas. And if a ninja already got it, and if a ninja born into it, ain't nothing you could do about that. He don't have to be validated to have on chains. His father's a superstar player who has mad bread, who gave him mad bread. Son, go do whatever you want. You know what I mean? You talking about he got the chains on and he ain't had no dead homies. He ain't got nobody in the pen. Like that was never any validated reason to be rocking chains in the first fucking place. I don't know where he getting his cred from on that one. Like he dead ass just, he want to start bullshit. Yeah, he on some master troll shit. Yeah, and he knows that. We know that. Is there any raps in there? No? Wanna get some? Damn, it went to that level. So he walked out on the interview. I mean, again, obviously there's a reason. And really, so what? Honestly, he's not the first to do it. 9 out of 10 athletes of all sports got a fucked up interview or walked out on an interview or didn't make the interview or was doing some other shit. Yeah, I mean, these things happen. Now, if you're looking for a problem, then, you know, they're easy to find. I know I wouldn't be hearing nothing from nobody just because I don't know, you don't know what the fuck I'm going through. Whatever. I don't give a fuck if I got this chain and all this other good shit. I'm going to deal with some real shit. I don't feel like talking right now. Nah, I'm out. It's interview over. It's okay when LeBron do it, right? It's okay when Jordan do it. Anybody you fucking name, damn near, has done it. So trying to uphold one of today's athletes to such standards is absurd. If you look at the history of it, well, they probably feel empowered by the people that they looked up to the game on that matter, I would assume. Plus, you know, young people gonna do young people shit. And then there's that. You're worried about a man's attitude. There's many other players and many other matters that superseded that, and they ain't seen nothing about all that. I feel they're looking for somebody to pick on. The NFL organizations and leagues and NBA as well. That's been a fucking matter. Telling me how I can or can't dress, excuse you, right? Did it work with Dennis Rodman? I think not. What outshined all that? His work on the court. Still one of the legendary Hall of Famers, greatest defenders ever. And oh my God, he dressed however the fuck he wanted to. Fines or not. So I think we're long past that, but that boat been sailed. That ship been sailed. It's down there with the Titanic. Like how Bane told Buddy. He said, hey man, I'm in charge here. I'm paying you good money. He said, you think that gives you power over me? You can't tell me what, like, yeah, you can tell me what plays to be running and shit for sure, no doubt. Don't tell me what to wear. I don't know what you thought this was. You thought I'm your actual live doll? You gonna dress me up? No. In a country, in a place, based on Land of the free. Well, just keep that same fucking energy. All right now. Land of the free. That's what we doing over here. So the moment you start telling somebody what they can and can't do, you're fucking with their freedoms. I think we've had enough of that around here. I would have definitely had a problem with me. I look good in the suit and all that good shit, but I'm not gonna wear a suit just because you told me to. I wear a suit if I motherfucking feel like it. Today feels like a suit day. Ain't nowhere in the contract. I might have skipped over that. Y'all gonna have to bring that back. Where did it say y'all will be dressing me up daily? Because I'm sorry. We need to go back to the drawing board. I did not agree. I do not consent to any of that. What the fuck y'all talking about? Crazy. And I'm pretty dapper, as I might say, in whatever I am, however I show up. So, cool out. And furthermore, on an American standpoint, if they're not fining people for wearing the Ku Klux Klan uniform, I don't want to hear about being fined for wearing a t-shirt. It just doesn't add up. Really don't. Something to think about. Do Klansmen get fined for wearing that shit? No. They're hated on and all that. They're supported and all that, but they're not fined. I think that's a breach of dress code, if you ask me. I mean, if you really want to get into it. The situation with Hernandez, that was crazy. Look at all that he accomplished. And a real fucking killer in our midst. Worry about attitude. I think we're past that. And that came anonymously with football. All football players have bad attitudes. Right down to the coaches. I don't think, again, we should be picking on today's athletes about attitudes and what have you. So you go to jail for mean tweets in the UK? Well, that's the UK. That's under the Queen's order. We don't know nothing about that. We know, but we don't have to carry on or adhere to any of that shit. Nope. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's the other side of that coin. Motherfuckers is tweeting, oh yeah, all that. Hate mail, death threats. Sound like the time Malcolm X picked up the phone in his house. You stop calling here. Hey, the wrong side of the tracks get to you. You're gonna get all that. So, arguing about what the fuck Buddy got on today, really ain't it. Happy Sunday. We talking sports and sports etiquette along tied in with the civilian code about matters. Star was doing something on one of these players. You was talking about the player with his mom. I'm just saying, all that shit is also warped. It's organizations controlling people's lives. You can't tell me what the fuck to wear. You crazy? Nah, don't wear that. Put this on. Hey, don't tell me that. Have a tall glass to shut the fuck up. Mm. Like, it's 2025. Now, of course, you know, there has to be some sort of etiquette. But I noticed that, man, a lot of people, that much I've always paid attention to. Athletes get the shit end of the stick. All the time. All the time. You're getting paid, but you also, you know, go ahead and go against the grain. No different than they was before. They gonna make an example. You're gonna be made an example of. Yeah. Again, a lot has to be dealt with. And there's not a single sport that you could bring before me and show me that there wasn't some player famed with some attitude problem, so to speak. Or ego, or too much pride, or I mean, people that think they're gonna win a fucking game, that, you know, that's what they think. And then when they do, they celebrate that. Then when that happens again and again and again and again, well, you know, some would say people might get a little cocky. Oh well. Need I remind the damn world, like, that's human emotion. That's regular human reaction. If all you did was win, you probably too. Don't hit me with the, well, it says in the Bible that. I don't want to hear that. Thou should always be modest. I know, right? Yeah. Nah. And in said situation of being the son of someone like that, and you're in that league, you're about to make your own come up, well then, you know, yeah, you're going to repeat, you're going to outdo what you know that your dad did, I guess. Now, does it benefit him or not? I don't know. Honestly, personally, don't even care. But it's not that big of a deal. And look, now it's legal, but do they allow their players to partake? I bet you they don't let them still, but how many do?
What?
Athletes
What?
consume THC. How many? Because I'm pretty sure these days, the past the THC test formulas and all that, you know, they've been stepped up. They probably got a healthy upgrade. No, 96%. See what I'm saying? And then back then, sports. Figures, athletes, teams and teammates were on drugs, heavy. Alcohol, cocaine, some of them crack. Who's that, Lamar Odom? Smoking crack in the locker room. So, attitude, schmattitude. As long as a young boy ain't smoking crack in the locker room, I feel we shouldn't really, you know, be up in arms. Opioids, open prescriptions from the doctor. Doctor, you got something for this? Is it gonna show up in the testing? Yeah, but I have that overridden. Don't you worry about it. As long as you don't have any cocaine in. No. But if I did, I could get it out of my system in 3 days, right? A doc. Well, I'm not supposed to tell you that, but yeah, it's common knowledge. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Unless an athlete's out here making blatant racist statements and shit like that, then, you know, oh, he didn't make the interview, and it was, you know, his draft day. It's on him, whatever, fuck it. Turns out he didn't get drafted, finds out, there you go, he didn't waste his time. They're like, nah, we wanted him there. We wanted to see the look on his face as he took the L. Sitting around sweating bullets and shit, wondering why he ain't been picked yet. If I knew that was gonna happen, I wouldn't be there either. If I knew there was a strong possibility of that, and then just hating on me, oh no, we good. Thank you. Y'all keep y'all little shindig. I find out on an app in my phone. Cooling. And we gonna pop the champagne. Like I said, that's not good showmanship. He said they wasn't trying to show me the ship in the first place. I mean, when it comes down to the draft, the teams are the distractions. I respect the fact that it's made a situation. You know what I mean? There's old ceremony and all this and that. That makes sense. But the drawing is going to happen whether ninjas is there or not. That's inevitable. So either you get to see a ninja celebrating with his people, happy and shaking hands, or sitting there puzzled. Was the end result anyway. And tomorrow, you know, a few months from now, they're going to be in the league. And that's that. It's a big deal, but it's not that big of a deal to be worried about somebody's attitude because they wasn't here. Come to find out, they end up the 113 pick or some shit. Like, in what world, what court does it make you right to be mad at me because I ain't here for the bad news you was going to give me? You mad. You mad. You mad at me. What, you hijacking me for my anger or some shit? Fuck you mean? I ain't get picked till 3-4 hours later in the shit. And you're mad I wasn't here. As if to say, or suggest rather, that had I been here, I'd have got first round pick. You know, they just need to see my face. They don't need to see my face. They know my face. It's right there on the profile, along with my stats and my numbers and my work. What you mean? But respectfully, none did. Thank you. Which generation of athlete gave a fuck? Which one was that? I mean, really? I mean, it could be as simple as, you know, coach, I missed practice. Sorry, coach, I missed practice. You know, whatever. He acting like young boys is fucking up some generational code or some shit. What you mean? I ride out with him. I ain't gotta be here for your bad news. All right. I made the cut, right? At some point. We good. I'll deal with that. How you mad because I didn't show up to the fucking ceremony? Nigga, I got other important shit. Get off this shit and get on FaceTime with my homeboy. Yeah, man, I told you they was gonna do some dumb shit. Look, and they mad because I'm here talking with you. They want to have 7 cameras on my face, getting every angle of me and my anger, being mad about the loss. So it could be all over ESPN tonight. Nah, fuck all that, man. How you doing anyway, man? How's the kids? Yeah, I'd have did the same thing. He probably spoke with his dad. His dad would have had the inside word. Son, I hate to be there and let you know. They ain't talking about picking you. For real, Dad? For real. All right, then I ain't going to that shit. You ain't got to. Because you know he was calling around who's rallying for my son, who's looking to get my son on their team. Sorry, Prime. Nobody. Y'all motherfuckers kidding me. Do you know who I am? See? What you think? Deion Sanders ain't got no inside friends or no inside people to let him know what's going down? He said, son, you see what they just happened, what they just did and what happened with LeBron and his son, right? We targets. I don't care who you get picked by. Just go out and play. I don't care who you get picked by and what round. And if you don't even worry about it. Because it ain't like he hurting or wanting for nothing. Deion Sanders is rich. Right. Well, where my son going? Ain't nobody asking for him. Yeah. And they gonna want to hear his reaction. And all this because of some attitude, huh? Well, damn. That's crazy. And if you're gonna make you're going to gather multi-billion, at this point, multi-trillions on the backs of athletes, well, I'd say it's respectfully should be expected that you should have to deal with any kind of motherfucking attitude they got. You know what I'm saying? That's no different than the whole situation with Allen Iverson. They was trying to cook him in an interview because coach said he had missed practice. Who do you think you are to miss practice? You think you're that good? Slow down, Chief. What's your name again? Who the fuck are you? Do you even play the game or just critique? Because if you did, you know, sometimes practice gets missed. And again, what are we talking about here? Practice, not an actual fucking game. So, but really, even beyond attitude is control. Man, because you're trying to control another adult. Does anybody tell the team owners what to wear? Yeah, you gotta wear the uniform for the team, no doubt. I ain't hit the court on some different shit. Nah, I got my own special jersey. No. But that's where the fucking buck stops. That's what you paid for me to be in this uniform. Right? Right. You get what you pay for and nothing motherfucking more. I mean, if you know you that good, right? Picture her trolling. Free PMT. I see in your lateral years you've gotten in touch with your feminine side. Interesting. You're embracing your feminine side? Did I read that right? Picture her trolling. Okay. He's in touch with his feminine side. Hey, listen, man, it's 2025. Do what you do. We look, but we don't judge, you know? No, but it goes back to what I was saying on Monday. Motherfuckers enjoy seeing motherfuckers downfall. And all I'm hearing in complaint on this matter, or heard on complaint, was that, oh, he didn't make it to the ceremony and what have you. Little get together where we find out who's going where and whatnot. So what? In my opinion, Star was way way off the rails. But, you know, that's what he does for shock value. And he's always been that. He was one of the original shock value broadcasters, yeah. Right. Again, I personally don't give a shit about none of that draft shit. Personally, no, I don't give a rat's ass. I've never watched any of them. Once, I'm like, this shit is fucking boring. And to me, I'm like, it don't even matter. Ninjas ain't even get to play yet. Oh, they're going there. Oh, okay, great. Some new guy is joining the league. Yo, but he did really good and that could have been me. But still, I wouldn't have cared. I'd have been just to say, yeah, all right, let's get it on. I'm waiting for my first season stats results. Then we should talk. And guaranteedly, where you're going to end up going is important. Should be important to the player. But if you think I'm finna sit around for 4 hours twiddling fucking fingers and thumbs in the goddamn 16th round of the picks and shit, waiting for results, you got me fucked up. Nah, I'll catch y'all later. I might go fuck my bitch. Find out on the news. Oh, so I'm playing for the Chicago Bears? All right. You know, I'll let my agent know whether I agree or not. Fuck you mean? Said I watched the Bulls draft Derrick Rose. I felt personal. Turns out it was just personnel roster move only. Always be, yeah. I don't think there's any disrespect in no-show. In the sports world, that's called and referred to as a forfeit. Yes? Yes. Whether it was a boxing match, basketball game, football, the other team didn't show up, they forfeited. We were supposed to be here, ooh. And even if, right? Let's flip it. Got the call from Dad, because he was in the game and he know players in the game. Turns out, I'm finna be in the top 5 pick. But you know what? I can't do it. I got cold feet. I just, you know what I mean? But turns out, the top team picked me. And you know, I wasn't there. And my dad or somebody from my camp, you know, represented on my behalf. Respectfully. What's the problem? And then, first season, I go out, you know, I win the ring and all that good shit and everything, you know, but I didn't make it. I didn't make the appearance to the ceremony for all the photo ops and what have you. Damn. But I'm out here on the court killing it now, so you know what I mean? Y'all not gonna hold that against me forever, are you? No. So again, it's not really that big of a matter. And if it's not a requirement, then what are we talking about? didn't know if it is or is it. I know it exists. And like many things, people may not make it to tonight's soiree due to whatever. There's 100 reasons, thousands of reasons as to why they couldn't have made it. And respectfully on their behalf, we'll accept their awards or whatever. Let them know. So again, it's not a requirement that you're required to be there at the ceremony. Are we getting tattoos? Agreed. I have nothing to say to go against that because that's exactly what we've been seeing. And the only thing that's changed is that, well, is it fair to say players are getting fair pay now? I think it's also appropriate to say players are being overpaid. So, the multi-million-dollar, trillion-dollar business industry, which it is, due to merch and seat sales. And the work of others. I mean, all they did was set up the location. Everyone else is a fan, a player, or some sort of specialist there because of the player. You take the players away, fans ain't got nobody, no game to watch. Coaches ain't got nobody to coach. So forth and so on. Ain't none of this shit moving. Not a damn thing. Be an empty stadium. Overgrown fern everywhere. So, the athletes do have some ownership, even though they don't own the stadium. Sports shows are a news cycle. I mean, there isn't a social media news broadcast that doesn't report the sport news. Rinse, wash, repeat. And tonight, all the sports. It's one of our running things. So guaranteedly, for all that money, and all that comes with it, there's going to be some attitude. Respectfully. And even out to the point where it gets disrespectful. I mean, again, I know we way past etiquette. When you got footballs out here as mass murderers. This ninja in the huddle thinking who his next victim is. Forget what the next play is. Yo. When we win and the going is good, fuck around and lose with this guy on your team, he'll literally kill you. I'm gonna talk about attitudes. Yeah, Aaron's all torn up. We didn't win the championship this year. I'd stay clear of him if I were you. Nah, man, I'm gonna go have a word with him. Might be your last. Concession, TV ads, etc. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. All off the backs, the hard sweat, the grit of athletes. That just so by chance, like the rest of us, happen to have attitudes. They do. Attitude included. Mm. You get that understanding from me. I was one of the players that had a problem with the coach, so. You can't tell me how to play a game that I know how to play. That's like standing on the sideline and continually telling me while I'm playing Street Fighter that you got to do a half moon undercircle away from the character towards the character in order to get the Hadouken out with the Ryu character and the Ken character. And just sitting on the sideline repeating that to me. Coach, I know. I got this. Hadouken. See? Now, yes, different schemes and how to get 2 points for our team. You know, I know you want to have some interaction and shit. But sit your punk ass down. We got this. Fuck you in. Your days is over, man. On the sideline with a chalkboard and a marker talking about some. Nah, bro, that's out. You ain't out here. You ain't out here running up and down the field, running up and down the court. You don't know what it's like. You might have remembered. You can't even hang with us in scrimmage. Calm down, man. Sport ball games that make millions. So fuck the coach. Listen, if the coach is helping and doing, because there's much to be learned from the coach, truth, in many matters. You know, schemes and, discipline, certain focus, certain techniques on how to do, and this is all sports, right? Okay. But once the player has got that, and they out here, you know what I mean? They one of them. Created a monster. You gotta let the monster be the monster. You can't. Oh, okay, now wait a minute. Now look. Nah, man. I can assure you, running up and down the court, I ain't never thought about what the fuck coach was thinking. Damn, I wonder if coach approves of this move I just made. Man, coach ain't on my motherfucking mind like that at all. Only time I'm thinking about coach is when the whistle blows. Oh, coach taking me out. Fuck coach. Nah, bro. And there's too many instances of that. See, coach, the coaches and the coaching crew think they know it all. They think they know what's best. I know they do, because that's the only reason they here. Why the fuck they ain't out here? Quit yapping in my goddamn ear on the sideline talking about some. Wait a timeout. What are you guys doing out there? Playing a goddamn game. You know what I mean? Nah, you don't get no appreciation coach shit from me. My coaches was pissed with me. Darn scrimmage, you guys do everything we tell you, and then you get out here, and it's like we don't even recognize you guys. You guys aren't running the plays. And I'm just listening to a grown man upset and shit. Like, your point? And he was like, you know, so this summer league, you guys coach yourself. Yeah, that shit sound like freedom versus the punishment he thought he was fucking putting on us. Oh my God, I don't know what we're gonna do. We don't have coaches. We're coachless. We went undefeated. Coach that, though. Coach that shit. Tell me. How is it the same motherfuckers that's in my goddamn ear? Him and the junior coach. And then summer league against the same schools that they were coaching us against, same teams. Nothing changed, except our coaches aren't here, boys. We got this. And we went undefeated. Fuck coach. Made coach die in his own inequity with his playbook. And the play was, we out here to win. We ain't run nothing special. We was special. Fuck you mean? Nigga, I ain't never substitute sit myself down. Somebody call a timeout. Timeout? No, nigga. Play motherfucking ball. Let's go. So, from that perspective, can you tell me what points does coach have? If coach gave up his job, you know what? Free myself of you guys. It's pointless. No, there's actually a point. And glad that you decided to be less. Now let's get to work, boys. We went undefeated. 16 teams. What happened? Let the boys be boys. Without some grown man telling boys how to be boys. All right, Waypoint. Stay safe, stay smart, stay up. Don't mind me, I'm just having a varsity rant. Lost homecoming. Coach couldn't tell me. Right. So, I can go beyond imagining and grasp the full complexity and reality of what it would be with somebody else on that same matter. Hold up, but wait. Is that you out here? Nah. And even during scrimmage. I used to love that. They used to hate it. So what's the play? All right, let's play ball your way. All right, what's the play? You want me to drop down into the post, pop back up at the foul line to set a screen, which falls into a pick where it's going to open up space to let our three-pointer, after he makes his round, come around into the inlet pass for him to have the open look for a shot at a three? Ooh, Okay, let's go with it. You know what? Hold up, coach. Why don't you and the junior coach show us how it's done? I'll be on defense. Now, the screen and pick situation you're talking about should, stop any defender, right? I mean, that's what it's there for. All right. Ready? Go. That shit the fuck out of here. Was that the play, coach? Was that the play? Or what? You guys want to run it back? Run it back again. Right. You didn't get me to fall into the screen. Okay. Your little shit show here, pointless, futile. Why did I even cut you a paycheck? What was that? Coach. Huh? What's that? In your days? Wasn't that like the 60s or something or the other? You guys were out here running around in lambskin shorts and whatnot. It's a different day. It's a new day, different time. I'm telling you. What you mean? Fuck out of here. Hmm? You just couldn't tell me nothing. I got this. I run this dojo. We cool. Let me show you how we kick it. And if you could tell me better or show me, forget telling me because I'm not having basketball arguments with you. Fuck out of here. If you could shut me down, well then I'll sit down, shut down, listen to you. You got it. Now, I mean, I did try to block your shot. You still got it off, hit the three on me and all that. So you were saying? Or you blocked my shots. Or you out there out rebounding me. No, you have none of this. Nothing on your side. You're just mad, I think. Because of my attitude. Oh, all right. Don't worry. You'll get over it at some point. Fuck you mean? You won't get anywhere in life with that attitude. I think I'm already here busting your ass. I think we, we're on the right path. And see, that was the evil shoot back behind the Lakers. I've been waiting for San Fran and Milwaukee face off. Guess it won't be this year. And what's the Knicks doing? Last I heard, they was trying to give them praise. Oh, they wanted it. They had they did. They had the 20-0 run in the fourth quarter on the Lakers. Is that right? Is that who they did that to? But who are they playing? Against Detroit. Was that who they went on the 20-0 run on? Or was that on the Lakers? That was on Detroit. I don't know why. I thought it was on the Lakers, though. So, all right. It was against Detroit? Okay, and they've been rolling since then. Well, I still ain't impressed. Because that's the furthest Ninjas have ever made it. Ninjas always making it to playoffs and get played out. I mean, I hope they do. I mean, it'd be about motherfucking time. The motherfucking bolts and the motherfucking and the banner and the beams and shit is rusted up there. But there's still room there's always been room to hang a fucking banner. These bastards. Got a banner up there talking about some division state champions 1829. Fuck me. You ain't a New York fan? You ain't a New York Knicks fan? Hell to the no, nigga. For what? I ask thee respectfully, nigga. Which losers is you rooting for? Niggas ain't never win nothing. What the fuck? You gotta give me a reason to root for, nigga. I'm rooting for losers. That's all these niggas do. What the fuck? I'm talking about I got some Knicks tickets. I know you do, nigga. I ain't no different than telling somebody you got an EBT card. You gotta give me a reason. Give me a reason. You ain't getting read about nothing. Hold on. What you mean? Like, I could see if Ninjas won 4 championships before. I could see if Ninjas just won before. Ninjas ain't win nothing. Man, fire the cheerleaders and all that. Paying either just for nothing. They ain't even got no reason to be here. These ninjas finna lose anyway. Like clockwork. Huh? I know you lying. Fuck on. Huh? I ain't never win nothing. What you like? Nigga, the fucking Bad News Bears movie made more than these niggas. Huh? They made more in DVD sales. These niggas came up off a win. The Bad News Bears and shit. A movie about a losing team that finally got the win. Them niggas doing better than them. I just said it's hitting the loop again and didn't say anything since.